So Mike Rashid made a response video to me, and I really did appreciate how he voiced his opinions in a calm, respectful manner, not like Mark Lobliner, who was yelling and calling me a child. And because of that, this is going to be a different Worst of the Fitness Industry vid. I'm going to voice my opinions in a more calm, tactful, respectful manner than I usually do, so sorry to disappoint you all who are expecting drama, but I'm just going to calmly and respectfully criticize some of the things that Mike Rashid has said.
She's not on steroids, for one. And for two, if she was, it's none of your business. Who cares? There's people who do way worse things to themselves. Alcohol, cigarettes.
So you honestly think Dana isn't on steroids? You look like you know all about being natural yourself. Funny how your physique is comparable to football player LaRon Landry, who has been busted for taking performance-enhancing substances, and he happens to be at a similar height and weight as you. You're even as big, if not bigger, than Mark Lobliner, and damn, even your fucking dog looks like he's on steroids.
My dog is all natural and doesn't take any steroids. Would you like a blueberry, Raphael? Do you like blueberries? Oh, go get you a blueberry. Here's your blueberry.
But I'm sure your gains are all natural, and it's just the special supplements you take and your special training techniques that make you look like you're on steroids despite not actually being on steroids.
I pick up big things and I fucking throw them.
Oh, that's the secret, guys. Just throw rocks real hard and take Mike Rashid supplements, and then you'll get that bulky steroid look you want. Did you see how far I threw that rock? And you know, I get it. I know how he makes money. How else is he gonna sell these supplements and products to kids? But what really annoyed me about his reply was this.
You have no respect for a married woman, for a woman in general.
Mom! Where's my sandwich? Mom! Mom! Sandwich! Oh my god, she's so fucking annoying! Oh, I don't respect women? Keep in mind, everyone, this is coming from a guy who said this in an interview with Rick Dreisen.
I mean, honestly, you know, man, she, you know, it is what it is. I know a lot of women may be mad at me for saying this, but I mean, throughout the history of the world, men have always been with multiple women or had concubines, like, especially men of great stature. I've never met a man who literally have never creeped out once in a blue, you know what I mean? Some people, I'm not saying this, but some people say a man is as faithful as his options. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, so I don't respect women, but you're claiming that it's natural for men to be unfaithful and that men are only as faithful as their options.
Not that she needs me to fight her battles. She has a 270-pound husband.
Okay, so now you're saying women are weak and need a man to stand up for them? I only made logical criticisms against Dana's lifestyle. I never tried to physically intimidate her, so when you're saying, oh, she has a 270-pound man to stand up for her, what you're really saying is, women are too fucking stupid to oppose any kind of logical criticisms against them, and good thing Dana has a husband to do all the thinking for her. I actually do respect women, Mike, as I have enough respect for them to treat them as equal to men. Women are just as intelligent and capable as men are, but you don't seem to think that. You seem to think that they're weak and stupid and need to be treated like cute little princesses because they can't handle any criticisms because of their stupid little female brain, and they need a big, strong, smart man in their life to handle everything for them. And what really pisses me off the most about you telling me that I disrespect women is you support the rape and sexual exploitation of females with all the meat you eat in your stupid fucking supplement line. The meat and dairy industry is perpetuated by forcibly impregnating females, then taking their children away from them and murdering them, and then they get raped over and over again until they can't produce any more children, and then they're killed themselves. So don't talk to me about disrespecting women when your diet and your business is supported by the rape and sexual exploitation of females.
Let's see some dumb girl throw a rock that far.
And I have come across a lot of stupid statements on YouTube, and I hear shit from people like Mark Lobliner, and I think, that's it can't get any dumber. And then someone like you comes along and raises the bar for stupidity.
We are not animals. Animals kill animals. Humans are at the top of the food chain. We are not animals. Animals kill animals. Humans are at the top of the food chain.
Humans are at the top of the food chain.
Okay, so we're not animals, but we're on top of the food chain, and you're excusing yourself from killing animals because other animals kill other animals. Doesn't that kind of suggest that we are animals, and you're saying that it's okay to kill animals because we are animals too? Alright, so National Institute of Drug Abuse, what are the health consequences of steroid use? And let's see, psychiatric effects, delusions, You're getting upset at me for being disrespectful. Well, what respect do you deserve? You're dishonest, you disrespect women, and you're inconsistent with your own arguments, and you constantly contradict yourself. You're a fool, and nothing but nonsense comes out of your mouth. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
You are what you eat. Pound for pound, salmon is like the strongest animal on earth.
Actually, no, Mike. Ants are pound for pound the strongest animals on earth, so why don't you go eat ants since you seem to think you magically gain an animal's ability once you eat them. But despite all of that, I know you're just ignorant and you just don't know any better, and I actually do want to help you and others, which is why I make these videos. And I saw your entire interview with Rick Dreisen, and you mentioned that you focus on longevity and you want to live a long, healthy life. Well, a whole foods vegan diet happens to be optimal for preventing chronic disease and promoting longevity. And there's a bodybuilder named Jim Morris who is vegan and is 78 years old now, who I think you should listen to.
My name is Jim Morris. I was a competitive bodybuilder for 30 years, and I became vegan in the last 12 years. One of the things I hear is that humans are omnivores. I think there's a slight deception there. We can survive on a lot of things, but just because we can doesn't mean it's good for us. The protein in animal products is so laden with fats and chemicals and all sorts of stuff that's harmful to you. When I was competing and stuffing down all of that sort of stuff, I had lots of digestive problems. I was constipated and bloated and just miserable all the time. I don't concern myself about protein anymore because I know there's enough protein in what I eat. There's protein in fruits, there's protein in beans, there's protein in grains. It kept me not only healthy, but I feel better about myself and how I relate to other creatures in the world. Over the years, I've come to know these creatures as thinking, feeling beings. I feel better about myself being a vegan, that I'm not hurting these creatures. I know, as a fact, I would not be here and I would not be in this condition now had I continued eating the way I was.
And this isn't just one anecdote. There's a ton of scientific evidence out there demonstrating that a vegan diet is optimal for health, longevity, prevention of chronic disease, and even athletic performance. I know you might not like me and you might not listen to me out of spite, but how about listening to some of the top nutrition experts in the world? The president of the American College of Cardiology, Dr. Kim A. Williams, is vegan and has stated that a low-fat, vegan, whole foods diet is optimal for preventing heart disease. The editor-in-chief of the American College of Cardiology, Dr. William C. Roberts, has also stated that cholesterol is the only risk factor for atherosclerosis. So cutting cholesterol completely out of your diet is your best defense against coronary artery disease. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn of the Cleveland Clinic also uses a low-fat, vegan, whole foods dietary intervention to treat his chronically ill patients and reverse heart disease, and he's even treated Bill Clinton and reversed his heart disease. Dr. Neil Bernard is a diabetes expert, and he uses a low-fat, whole foods, vegan dietary intervention to prevent and reverse type 2 diabetes, and he's even able to cure some of his patients of type 2 diabetes using that dietary intervention. Dr. John McDougall is another medical doctor who uses a low-fat, whole foods, vegan dietary intervention to treat his chronically ill patients, and he even diet coached Carl Lewis, 9-time Olympic gold medalist and former world's fastest man. And Dr. T. Colin Campbell, researcher and author of the China Study, the largest epidemiological study on cancer ever conducted, found that meat intake is strongly tied to cancer risk. There are a ton of medical and nutritional experts who support a vegan diet for the prevention and treatment of chronic disease and to promote longevity, and all of the experts that I just mentioned have their own published research, their own books, their own websites, and you have a ton of reading you can do on your own, and if you don't want to listen to me, then at least listen to them. You should also check out nutritionfacts.org, which is run by Dr. Michael Greger. He has a huge list of videos that are all about diet and health, and he links supporting research that you might also like to read. I know I've been angry and rude, but how about we set our egos off to the side and be reasonable? A vegan diet is best for your health, it supports your athletic goals, it saves the animals, and it helps the environment, and the best medical and nutritional experts in the world support it. So what's your excuse? You can't just make another response video saying, you were too rude, or we're at the top of the food chain. You have a choice to make, and I think you know what that right choice is. You said yourself that you love animals, and you even said in that interview with Rick Dreisen that you were once vegetarian, and when you were vegetarian, that was the best you've ever felt. You've never felt stronger or just better all around in your life. So what's the problem here? Veganism helps everyone. It's best for you, it's best for animals, it's best for the world. So I really do sincerely hope that you make the right choice and start making some vegan gains.
Beef. What a relief. When will this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how.
My mission in life is to help make people make evidence-based, science-based decisions as to what to feed themselves and their families to prevent, treat, even reverse chronic diseases that are laying waste to our society. I put all my work up free, nutritionfacts.org, and the science points to a diet centered around whole plant foods.